There's one right there. Got one right there. Ooh, that is creepy. Oh, no, 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 she's running. Oh, there it is right there. Look at that. When it comes to handling spiders, I am no stranger to danger. As in the past, I have let several species, including the infamous black widow, skitter across my bear's skin.
Oh my.
She's actually spun a little thread of web. Like she's becoming secured to me. Oh, I thought she was about to bite.
Even the golden orb weaver, one of the largest and most common species in Central and South America, casted sticky spider silk across my hands and fingers.
Okay, the spider is on my arm. Okay.
However, there are also species, like the Brazilian wandering spider, that are simply far too dangerous to risk making direct contact with.
Whoa! That was a little nerve-wracking.
Today, the crew and I are on location in Meandara, Australia, home to one of the continent's most common, yet potentially dangerous species. And I know everyone is waiting in anticipation to find out what will be my next close encounter of the arachnid kind. So without further delay, let's see if I can find the Redback Spider. All right, guys, so we've done some pretty popular arachnid videos. A lot of you have written them in the comment sections and have asked, Coyote, if you ever go to Australia, can you feature the Redback Spider, which is pretty much the Australian version of the Black Widow. Now these spiders, follow me, are really common in areas of debris and rubble. And right over here, we've got a pile of tires. And I have a good feeling that if we flip these tires and look on the inside, we may come across one of these creepy crawlies. Come on, let's check it out. Now, I don't want to just go reaching my hands up underneath that rim, but I already see some webbing. This is actually a really good sign.
Now, why would a tire be a good home for a redback spider?
Well, because it is dark, it is warm, and it's the perfect place to spin a web. And sure enough, right here, go ahead and bring your camera up a little bit closer, and there is no spider on this. And you see here, you have some really loose webbing. Looks very scattered. There's a good chance that that is redback webbing. Now, what I don't want to do is just tuck my fingers up underneath this tire to lift them, because that oftentimes is how people are bitten. They press their fingers down on the arachnid, it feels like it's going to get squished, and then it inflicts a bite. So what I'm going to do is gently tip this up. I'm going to roll it towards you a little bit, Mark. Oh, there's a big cricket in there. And I'm going to just gently roll it in the light. A big cricket creature. And no spider in that one. There is webbing. Oh, nope, there's a little male. There's a little male right inside there. You see down there?
Oh yeah.
That's a male redback. Now they're considerably smaller than the black widows that we find in the States. But we're not really interested in the male. What we're interested in looking at is the female. And this tire is full of a lot of rocks. I don't think we're gonna find one in there. I'm gonna just gently flip this in this direction. Look on the underside. Yeah, there's definitely some webbing. Okay, there's a lot of web down here deeper in. There's one right there. Got one right there.
Got one?
Right on the inside of the tire. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can flip it up and get it into the light. Can you see that, Mark?
It's really tucked in there.
The spider is right there, but that's pretty cool to see it shadow. You see my finger pointing right at it, Mario?
Yep.
Ooh, that is creepy. And actually, I think you can see the shadow of a male just behind her. And oftentimes, males or youngsters will hang out in the webs with the female, but she is cannibalistic and will occasionally feed not only her mate, but also her young. Now, what I want to do is gently coax the spider out of this tire using a stick. This is one dangerous little game of operation right here, folks. Come on, crawl on the stick, you. Oh, yeah. Okay. That webbing is very sticky. Come on.
Now she'll rebuild her web.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, no, she's running. Hold on a second. There she is.
Got her?
Got her.
Nice.
Wow, look at that arachnid. There we go. that is the Redback Spider, Australia's version of the black widow. And you'll notice it's a bit smaller than some of the black widows that we featured before, and this species does not grow as large as the American black widow. Wow, look at how long their legs are. That big bulbous abdomen. And what you'll notice about the redback is that it gets its name from that distinct aposematic red coloration on the back of its abdomen. Now, as we know, the black widows in the States have the hourglass shape beneath their abdomen, and these spiders do have coloration on the underside of their abdomen, but it certainly is that big red spot on their backs that is an immediate warning that I am venomous and you do not want to be bitten by me. Look at that balance. Such a cool looking spider. Now, the bite of this spider does contain neurotoxic venom, and it is much more potent than that of the black widow. So you may be saying to yourselves, Coyote, aren't you gonna free handle this one? Honestly, guys, it probably would not bite me, but it is not worth the risk. Now, if you are bitten by one of these spiders, it's not likely to kill you, and they did develop an anti-venom in the mid-50s that has helped a lot of people overcome this bite. Now, this is a spider species that is very common, especially in residential areas, and it is one of the species that people are bitten by almost on a daily basis. Close to 10,000 bites a year are reported in Australia. If you are bitten by one of these arachnids, I definitely suggest seeking medical attention, but there are very few cases of adults suffering negative effects other than cramping of the stomach, headache, nausea, vomiting, and intense pain near the bite area. Now, depending on how much venom is injected into the victim, a lot of times these spiders will actually inflict what's considered a warning bite. They can actually regulate how much venom they pump into something. Now, if it's a prey item, something like a moth or a small other insect, they've been known to even take things as large as small lizards. What they will do is actually flick out this thick spider glue from their spinnerets. They will let the prey get entangled in that webbing, and then once it is sort of wrapped itself up, they will strike forward several times, inflicting various bites to parts of the victim's body. Slowly, paralysis begins to set in, the victim dies, and then they have their meal. Now, similar to the black widow, this species is cannibalistic, and after the females have mated with the males, they will kill the male and eat it. The females have actually even been known to eat their young. This spider species has extremely small fangs, and oftentimes when people are bitten, they don't even know that a bite has occurred until close to 15 minutes afterward, when you experience this intense, hot radiating pain from the bite site. Now, it will swell up and be red, about the size of a silver dollar, and that pain will continue to spread. Now, one indication that you've been bitten by a redback is intense sweating and goosebumps actually on the appendage that has been bitten. Now, this is one of the most common and widespread spider species in all of Australia. And the reason that so many people are bitten by this species is because it is oftentimes found in residential areas. Anywhere that has debris, it could be tires, it could be flat pieces of wood, it could be garbage near your trash can. If this spider has the opportunity to spin a web and potentially catch prey, there's a good chance there may be one in your backyard. But remember, this is not a creature you need to be afraid of. These spiders have no interest in biting humans. As you can see, all it's doing right now is trying to get away from us and back into the shade and the shelter of its tire. Well, you guys requested it, and sure enough, we managed to get the Australian version of the black widow, the redback, up close for the cameras. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. All right, let's stack her tires back up and release her back into her home. All right, we'll see you later. The Australian outback is home to many potentially dangerous animals, and hails as having the most deadly snake and spider species in the world. If you are ever to come upon one of these creatures in the wild, it is imperative that you do not attempt to interact with it. Always admire the animal from a safe distance, because your life could depend upon it. Hey Coyote Pack, I have some exciting news. I'm proud to announce that the crew and I will be back on tour in 2018 with Brave Wilderness Live, visiting cities all across North America. Our first shows are in Anaheim and San Diego, California. From there we head to Phoenix, Arizona. Beyond that, we will be visiting San Francisco, California, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, and Boulder, Colorado, with many more shows to be announced in the coming months. Tickets can be purchased at the Brave Wilderness website, so make sure to reserve your seats today. And don't forget, subscribe so you can join me and the crew on this season of Breaking Trail. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave!